Hello, party people! It is Randy for Thunderhorse Descendant. I'm still here in the upstairs because the downstairs it's got water. So here we are. Project number 5. The show must go on. We are on project number 5, bargain bead box. This is a CLon necklace, almost like the one that we did a couple of projects ago. Very similar. I've been really into that style recently, and I have all this CLon, so you know, hey. So we're gonna do a similar situation with this guy, also utilizing one of the donuts, but that'll be nice because it'll fit into like the collection really well. So I'm kind of excited about it. I've been really looking forward to this one. So let's jump down to the mat, get this party started. All right, guys, here we are down on the mat. I'm on my table today. I'm going to try to open this window to see if maybe that'll give us a little bit of more light. I guess we shall see. Here is our design. We are going to make this donut necklace with the CLon string. String it up. Have ourselves a lovely time. Not much really to this, just going to be a little stringing project. So I'm going to show you my mat. These are all the things that I have pulled out for this project. I have my CLon, of course. This is 0.5 millimeters, same one I've always been using. This one is gray. I think I said I might have been going to use another color, but quite honestly, I didn't want to go down and look for it. So here we are. We have the rounds, the Fancy Jasper rounds, the donut, a few nuggets, and some bead caps, and we are just going to jump right on into this project and get going on it. So let's see, I'll split these out. Oh, by the way, everybody's up here today. We've got Winter, she's just going nuts so crazy. Bunson's sleeping over here in a pile of blankets. Shannon's here posting things on the interwebs, so we're a full house today. Looks like we got 6 nuggets for each and 1 extra. So I'm going to put that to the side. I don't know what's going on with this one little guy. He goes to the side. Got some bead caps. We're going to split those 2 by 2. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom. And this guy here, just got to get him off of the strand. And then once we got all this ready to rock, we will get our CLon ready to start stringing on. Alrighty. Oh, now I don't know where these came from. 2, 4, 6, 8. Looks like they came from there. All right. Split these out. Everything is tinging. I'm a popular girl. That's how you know when the phone just tings and tings and tings. All right, we're almost there. Cool. So we're officially half these on everything. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my CLon cording. I'm going to get, let's see. Let me do not quite a full wingspan. A little bit over a half a wingspan. I don't think I'm going to need too much for this, honestly. Well, I'm going to do the full wingspan just because I'm afraid. Full wingspan. We're going to do that twice. All right. With the first one, we're going to zoom in here. With the first wingspan, what we're going to do is we're going to take it and we are going to marry up the ends. Now, if you watch project number, I want to say 3, this is basically the same process. You're going to marry up the ends until you get a loop here. We're then going to put the loop through the donut and do a lark's head knot, like so. Then I'm going to tie a knot on here, but first I got to wander over to my bead desk and see if I have a tweezer. Do I have a tweezer, Shannon? I thought there was one laying right here. I know. I thought it was laying right here. But it seems to have disappeared. Disappeared on us. Oh. It disappeared on us. Disappeared on us. So we're going to do this the old school way. We're going to tie a knot right here. So we're just going to wrap this around 3 fingers. We're going to go 1, bring the tails all the way through. 2, bring the tails all the way through. Take your chain nose plier, go in through the loop, grab a hold of the main thread right above your lark's head knot. Make sure this loop here is on the chain nose plier. And then we're going to pull that into place. So in essence, we just did it just with the chain nose plier. That's fine. There we go. Now we have one side. We're going to do the other side the same exact way. We're going to take our other string. We are going to marry up the ends. Come down to a loop. Go through the donut. Create a lark's head knot. Ta-da! Then we will tie a knot here as we did the other, wrapping around, coming through 1 time, coming through 2 times, come in with the chain nose, through the loop, grab a hold of the main threads. Then we're going to make sure that we got our tails under control here. Pull them down and then tighten that knot up. Okay. Well, there we go. We're ready to rock. Now what we got to do is we got to create some needles. To do that, you're going to take any piece of plastic. You are going to take your Loctite Super Glue Gel Control. Do a little smidge. And do a little more. And we're going to take one of the tails. And we are going to just get the glue on there. The children are fixing to get out of school, so get ready to hear some loud pipes, save lives situation. Have you guys ever seen that bumper sticker? Loud pipes save lives. I only know this because I used to have one on my truck. All right, those 2 are done. While we're in here, we're just gonna go ahead and do the other side. Now, you can use a leader thread for this if you don't want to mess around with glue. I also had someone message in a while back and said that they preferred to use nail polish on the end. That's completely up to you. It doesn't really matter to me. We are not going to be saving these tails. They will not be included in the necklace. They're just here to help us get our beads on. So you just do it any which way you see fit. And I shall do the same. Okay, last one. And then we'll let those dry. I always go over it at least twice. Oh, I got it on my thumb. I always get it on my thumb. Okay, we'll let those dry up a second. And then we'll be ready to start putting our beads on. Okay, we should be all dried up now. We are going to take our newly dried ends and we're going to cut them at an angle with the flush cutter because we want it to be easy to put our beads on. So we're going to do all 4. Just give them a little trim up. Where's the other one? Here it is. Okie doke. And now we are ready to roll. So I'm going to take and I'm going to make sure that I have this one side connected to this knot. I'm going to start here with my one side of beads. So the first couple of times when you're using these, they can be a little bit wonkety wonk, but it's fine. I'm thinking I'm going to go ahead and start with a bead cap situation. And I better zoom in a little bit. Yeah, that's quite a lot, but it'll work for right now. So I also have glue on my finger, which is going to make these bad boys real slippery. But it is what it is. Okay. So I'm just going to pull that down. And this is how I'm going to start. Now, should you run into an issue getting your beads on, you can always do this maneuver. Okay, you have 2, but let's say we want to put on one of these guys. You can put the first one on. Bring it down to where the string is not got glue. Then go with the second one. Okay, so if you have a tight fit, that's always a nice trick you can do, and you can pretty much get it on there. So that is the situation with that. Now I think I'm going to put all these chunky chunks. I think I'm going to put all these chunky chunks down in the front. So let me see if I can get them in there together. If not, then we know the trick. Okay, bring that one down. Yeah, here come the kids. You can hear them screeching around the stop sign. Did you hear them, Janet? Yeah. The children are out of school. Watch out. We always try to get all of our things done before we got to be out there at this time. Oh, I'm hung up on the side of the table. Okay, so I'm just making sure that I am pulling all the slack out of this as I'm going, because it can get a little messy, especially if you got a lot of string. If you have to do this tricky maneuver, you just want to make sure that you're not tying a knot or getting anything tangled up as you go. So I'm making sure after each bead that it's not tangled or knotted. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. One left of these guys. Okay. Then I'm going to go with another bead cap. as you start to go with your necklace, the glue on these needles is going to get a little more worked in, so you're going to be able to go a little bit faster. Which is always nice. And we are looking pretty good. Now, I did want to add some spacers in here, more so up towards the end of the necklace, and that's so that I can tie it off the way I want to. But we'll see. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Okay, so this one is the last of my bead caps. And then from here on out, I'm just going to put on just the regular beads, just with no caps. The remainder that we have here. Pull the slack out of it. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. Keep getting hung up on the side of the table, but other than that, we're doing pretty good. So now the end of my one needle here is getting a little bit frayed and hard to work with, so I'm going to go ahead and come in and I'm going to cut them at an angle again. Just get rid of that, because why make it harder for yourself? Ooh, kick the table a little bit, make sure it's durable. You know, that kind of stuff. You okay, Shannon? She's really working over there, I can tell. All right, so here we are. Now, I don't think that this is enough beads for this side. Let's give her a measure. We knew this might be a situation, right? But I wanted to just use these. To the middle of the diamond, we got 18 inches, so technically it is enough. Well, we got 9 inches. So technically it would make an 18-inch necklace with a clasp and things like that. So I think what we'll do is we'll utilize a, well, we could do a couple of things. If you really wanted it to be longer, you could do some macrame here at the end. You could attach a little bit of chain, But I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let it be an 18-inch necklace, and I'm going to put an extender on it. In order to do that, I'm going to have to swing over to the bead desk and find us a lobster claw so that we have that option, and also an extender chain. And looks like we may also need those spacers I was talking about after all. So give me 1 second. All right, guys, I found all the things we need. So get this party started, shall we? So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and tie a knot right here at the end. 1, 2. I'm going to slide it down. It doesn't have to be super tight, so I'm not really concerned about that. Okay, so now my beads are not going to go anywhere, which is going to allow me to start tying this off. Now, I think I'm just going to tie right onto my lobster claw. So I'm going to take, zoom in, I'm going to take the lobster claw and I'm going to put him on like so. I'm going to take the other side and I'm going to run back the other way in a crisscross applesauce situation. Okay, so here is what it's looking like. It's got crisscross applesauce on it. And I'm going to go ahead and just tie another knot. 1, 2. So how you decide to tie these off is completely up to you. You do however you want to do it. It's completely your choice. Once I have that knot tied, like so, what I'm going to do is I am going to utilize these as though they are one cord, and this is a little hard to see. It's always hard to see. But basically, I'm going to do a 1/2 inch knot around this strand of beads. So I'm creating a little loop with my finger here, and I'm going to go back through this loop with both of the strands, and I am going to pull that up into place right underneath. It'll fall right into place where you need it to go. And I'm going to do another. The only thing that I'm really concentrating on is making sure I get it in the general area and that both of my strings are working together as one unit. Meaning there's no slack in them. And I'm just going right over the top. See, that one got a little funky. I'm just going right over the top of the other knots that I've made here, and I'm creating what they call a carousel knot. So it will twist around. Once I am done, it'll look like it has a twist in it, and that's just for looksies. And I just keep going until I'm at the complete end. I think I can get one more in here. There we go. Yep. So now I have that completed. I'm going to put a little dab of glue on it. Now you wouldn't have to do this. If you don't prefer to see this string, you could have always put on some of the spacer beads and you could run the string back through the spacer beads. This is just a thing that I like to do just because I like it. Okay, so I'm just putting a little bit of glue there. We're going to let that dry. And then once it's dry, I'm gonna go ahead and trim it. And then these ends here, I will hit with a little bit of probably a lighter or something to burn them in. Okay, so that is our one side. And now I'm going to go ahead and complete the other side, and once I'm done, I'm just going to do the same thing that I did here with this, and once I'm done, I'll show you my completed product. Alright guys, here we are at the end, and I thought, well, remember that one little bead I threw to the side? I thought, oh, I will put that on as a little cute charm on the end of this extender chain, so I'm just going to wrap that bad boy up. Tuck the tail in. I'm going to just attach him with this oval jump ring. And here we are. So this is the end product. Super cute. These move for easy wearing. There we go. Here's the end. So I just did the little knot thing down to the end, glued it, cut them off, burned it with my lighter. Same thing on this side, just attached right onto the clasp so there's no openings, and gave us a 2-inch extender, which gives us a maximum length. Where's my little thing? Here we go. Gives us a maximum length of 20 inches, 18 on the shortest setting. So there we go. Easy peasy. Super cute. So there we go, guys. I hope you guys are enjoying these videos. If you are, please let it down in the comments. I know that they've been a little bit like, you know, spread out this week, but Jefferson is not here, and when he comes home on weekends, we have so many things to do that it makes it a little bit harder. But, you know, things and stuff. So I really do like this. I think it turned out pretty good. And yeah, so. All right, you guys. Well, I hope you all have a lovely, spectacular, amazing beading day. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.